So this is how the industry is drastically adopting these platforms. We'll see why it is happening. So if we go in time in 90s or 200 or 2000, when we talk about any technology, so this is how I have represented the technology and user. So inner circle represents the system, which is a platforms that we are using or machines we are using, and which represents the complexity within that. And outer circle represents the user complexity. So earlier in 90s, the complexity of system were very simple. Means those were not that complex. Whenever we want to build an application, they used to handle storage, a little bit of database, and we used to do a simple applications on top of that. But at that time, user has to handle a lot of complexity. If we do a C coding, then we used to handle memory management. We used to handle, or we are writing a file. If we change any pointer there, it used to create a problems. There was a lot of complexity in terms of user. But if we consider today, it has been reversed. Means complexity within system has been increased. So now system is responsible to handle a lot of things for us, and the complexity for user has been reduced. So when we are saying that, so when we are saying complexity of system has increased, means now systems are responsible for us to handle the memory. Systems are responsible to us for handling the scalability. We are expecting the high availability part of the from the system itself. They should do it for us. And as a user, we are more focused on solving the business problem. So what is a business problem is there, then creating better UX, creating better applications. These are the things that where we are focused on. So this is how the industry has shifted from earlier decade to right now. So this is means we have some of the you have seen this slide. So this again shows the similar kind of thing. If we see over a time, so vertical, these dark shades indicate what we used to have earlier, and light stack indicates what we have right now. Even dark stack also indicates that it is there, but it has been abstracted from us. So over a time, if we see over a decade, the complexity of system has been increased. And if we see vertically, for every area, means if we consider infra, data, and application, for every stack, we are doing more and more abstraction each and every layer. So that is how the industry is moving. So we are actually abstracting the complexity of system each and every year from the user and making the system more and more simple to use. Okay. So when we are saying that, considering the same problem statement, if we consider over a time, okay, requirement of software has been increased. Means if we consider earlier, very few organizations are capable to do the end-to-end software automation within them, or they are capable to invest in the software. Even if we consider earlier, the complexity of software were not that complex. Means we used to have single machine where we used to handle a database, and even the size of the data was not that complex. But as we consider today, any organization can be technology enabled. So we have softwares, we have SaaS platform, even any Kirana wall shop is also can be software enabled. So that kind of technology has been evolved and captured by complete society. Even the complexity of the system also has been increased. Means if we consider nowadays, if databases we are consider, we have parallel database, we have database where we can actually something like Google, where we can search anything and the information is available instantaneously for us. So this is how the complexity for system has been increased. But the important thing here is the cost for building the system has been reduced drastically over a time. So earlier, whatever cost is required to build the software, today that cost has been reduced drastically, and it will reduce over a time. It means right now we are in an area where we have to also reduce the cost to deliver such kind of software. So to achieve all this, means to achieve the complexity, to achieve the high demands of requirement, and also deliver that in lower cost, there is a need of low code, where as a user, we will be responsible to focus more on business, and as a system, the system will take care of all the complexity non-business task for us. So again, so this is also a slide that we have seen earlier. So this stack shows how languages have improved over a time. So earlier we used to do in assembly language, then C came, then there object-oriented language came, then the interpreter language came, which are fast to code and easy to change. Then low code is the area where we are right now, and definitely it will tend to the no code. If we consider the reusability, then earlier assembly language there is no reusability. Within C and C+, we used to use libraries where we have ready-made functions which we use to create the programs and write the application. Then comes framework like Node.js is a framework, then Spring Boot is a framework where application development become more faster. And then low code, no code area, there is a reusable assets. When we are talking about reusable assets, if I talk about low code, reusable assets are very specific to development, where there are reusable assets in terms of technology, reusable assets in terms of creating workflows. And when we are talking about no code, there will be a reusable assets, or there are also right now reusable assets which are very specific to functional domains. Means there is a reusable assets to manage your HR systems. There will be a reusable assets to manage your financial systems. So that kind of evolution is already happening. So in terms of skill set, if we want to talk about the skill set, earlier to build the application or to build the enterprise grade platform, when it comes to software development, we used to have a good knowledge about the technology, hardware, frameworks. Now this has been moving towards direction where we want more knowledge about the business. We should have good knowledge about customer experience. We should be able to do design thinking. This is how the industry is evolving now. So in terms of skill set also, when we are going to deliver the projects, now we need to have a more understanding about business, customer, and design. So this is about overall picture about no code and the need of the no code in the industry. Okay. So now we'll see how actually it is happening. So I have highlighted some of the platform in this domain, okay, which I think are more interesting. So this is one platform which is called Scratch. So anyone is aware about this platform? Maybe you don't have to chat, you have to talk, because I'm sharing this screen, so I'm not able to read your chat. So this is a platform actually, this is a low code platform, you can say, specifically designed for citizen developer and children. So if you want to taught coding to your child, or if you want to taught or coding to your parents even, okay, this is the platform. So this is a very simple platform. Maybe I will showcase you. So the way we used to have some of the instructions said in our assembly language coding, similar kind of instruction set is there. So if you want to move, then there is an instruction set called move, then move 10 steps or something like that. What I will do, I will showcase. And then it actually stacks one after another. So it is a visual coding platform. So if I say move, then if I want to say something, so this is all something that if you move and they say something hello for how many seconds. So these kind of instruction sets are there. There are instruction set for loops also. So for example, you can something like this. These are conditional instruction set. Then there are instruction set of loop also. So if something like this, if there is a repeat, and then you can actually put this instruction set inside this. So this is one type of low code platform where actually you can write a code using visual sets. Even it supports, you can try out this, it supports multiple integrations. So if you know about microbit, so this is a hardware program launched by, I think, BBC, okay, where you can actually buy the hardware. This is something like programmable hardware, and you can actually use this scratch to code on this hardware. So again, you can teach robotics kind of coding to your children using this platform. Then most of the people must be knowing about Lego. So Lego also provides integration with this platform, where actually you can buy the Lego kits and create the appliances or cars using Lego kit and program them using this platform. So such kind of innovation is already happening in this. So this is one platform. Another platform is creating website development. So this is Webflow. Okay, so very interesting platform. So it actually creates production ready websites using just doing a drag and drop. So if you are aware about, so if you see, there are multiple. So you can create your symbol library here. Then there are multiple instruction sets are there. So I can add. So I can add multiple layouts. I can add typography. Then I can add media. Then there are multiple layouts are available. So using drag and drop, you can actually create the website pages. Then actually it also supports CMS, content management system, where you can actually bind your data and create blog-like of websites using this platform without any coding. Okay, so this is something again more interesting when it comes to create websites which are production ready. So this is another platform where actually you can build a website without coding. There is another platform. So this platform is another interesting platform. So this actually platform creates mobile application again without coding. But the interesting thing about this platform is that you can create your design using Figma. So the Figma is a tool where design teams can create their designs and prototypes using Figma tool. So actually you can use the same Figma designs, import those design in this platform, and it will create a mobile application for you. And then you can apply a little bit business logic on top of that. So this actually connects design team or enables design team in terms of delivering a production ready mobile application for you. So another interesting platform. So what are platform that we have discussed? Scratch, Webflow, and Raw are the application or platform where you can build small medium application, create POCs, something like that. Now there is another area where actually you can build enterprise grade applications. So one of the platform is Vein. Okay, where you can actually create complex workflows, build a complex business application, enterprise grade application. And why I'm saying enterprise, because when it comes to enterprise, there are a lot of things are involved. There is security involved, there is a compliance involved, and this platform actually help us to take care of that. So Vim is another low-code platform where you can actually create workflows. You can create UI using drag and drop. So maybe this is something that you can create a workflow, and when it comes to, they actually provide ready-made drag and drop templates where you can create such kind of UI. So this is one of the enterprise grade platform. Then there is Mendix. Already someone has mentioned about the Mendix. Mendix is a platform where you can again create an enterprise grade mobile applications. This is very heavily focused and famous for mobile application, but you can also create a desktop based application. Again, Vim and Mendix both are cloud based platform. You can create the application using their cloud based editors. Then there is another area of low code platforms where, so if we talk about Vim and Mendix, these are vanilla flavor low code platforms where they provide you a tool where you can create any type of application right from scratch. But when it comes to ServiceNow, there are a couple of more players like ServiceNow. These are domain specific low code platform, or even we can say ServiceNow is a no code platform where actually you don't require little bit coding also. So in ServiceNow, they provide ready-made templates or widgets for domains. For example, if you want to build HR system, so ServiceNow Pro has their own HR module where all the best practices within HR systems are already present. So you don't have to build a HR system. You just take that module and configure as per your requirement. Similarly, they have IT management module, they have finance module, as well as on top of that, if you have any custom requirement, you can build on top of that. So this is another level of low code, no code platform where there are some modules available as per business needs. So this is service now. Then, so up till now, we what we have talked about the low code, no code platforms. So maybe I will go. So Scratch, we discussed that this is something that is very good platform to learn what is or coding. Webflow is a platform where we discuss that if you want to build a website, how easily I can build a website. Braw, similar. If I want to create an application without coding, using the design files, that is something that we can do. Vim, then Mandix, and ServiceNow. These are the platform where we discuss if you want to build enterprise grade or low code, no code platform, then these are the platform where we can build it. Now there is everyone knows about DevOps. So there are also platform available, low code, no code platform available in DevOps platform. So this is another one of the platform where actually, if you see, you can actually drag and drop multiple states within a DevOps pipeline and create your own pipeline just doing a drag and drop. You don't have to do any coding. So that kind of automation is already happening in DevOps space where no code is or low code is getting used. Then there are also platform available for AIML. So where actually you can build AIML models using no code interfaces where you don't have to do any coding. You can train them using these interfaces. So this is Observably.ai is one of the platform where actually you can build AI models using low code or no code. So this is how this space is. This is a very vast space. There is no single solution for a problem. So based on your area or based on your domain, there are multiple solutions available in the low code no code space.